Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Bestech Man Mini Dundee knife in the Tiffany blue. So stay here with me and hope we don't get sued for copyright infringement. Please, God, nobody sue me. The designer of this knife is Ostap Hel, who is a prolific knife designer from Poland, who has made a lot of knives for various companies. We Knives does have a nice bio page for him if you would like to learn more. The manufacturer of this is a company called Bestech Man, and Bestech Man is the more budget-oriented brand of a Chinese company called Bestech that focuses on more premium knives. So the knife deploys using this flipper tab, which is nicely jimped for better grip. And I am partial to flipper tabs myself because I enjoy the thwacking sound when it deploys. And it is the easiest opening method for me to use. So to lock the knife, it features what is called a liner lock. So for those who may be new here, this refers to a piece of steel that lines the inside of the handle to lock the blade securely into place. And the knife does also run on ball bearings, which allows the blade to be smoothly deployed upon open. And that's right, it runs on balls, and sometimes you have to lube those balls as well. Everyone, including myself, can get my giggles out here. The knife also features a cutout section, which makes it easier to compress the inside liner to close the knife. So as we deploy the blade, I want to show you the shape. So it's a classic drop point blade shape, which means that the spine of the blade drops down to meet the tip. So this is probably the most common blade shape that I have in my entire collection. So this nice curved belly as well is great for slicing, and the tip is nice and pointy for piercing too. The blade grind for this knife is also a flat grind, which is pretty common and lends itself to good slicing efficiency. So the blade also features a groove called a fuller up here. And some people refer to this as the blood groove, but that's not what it's for. Generally, these grooves are to actually lighten the weight of the blade for better balance, or even sometimes just for aesthetic reasons. There's also a really nice large section of jimping on the spine of the blade that provides a solid grip, and my thumb is really locked into place. So the blade steel here is D2, which is a good tool steel that offers great edge retention, especially for the price. However, D2 is considered semi-stainless, so be sure to clean it after use and remember to oil the blade every now and again, especially if this is your go-to EDC knife. The blade finish on this particular knife is a satin finish, but there are other versions with black coated finishes, and that should also help resist corrosion. The blade length comes in at almost 3 inches in length, but 2.92 to be exact, with the overall length being 7 inches. So let's do some size comparisons. First, with the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and put that sucker over there. Then the Civivi Elementum, which is roughly about the same size, and the Naf's Baby Banter as well. It's very tiny. So you can see it's pretty similar in size to the Elementum. This knife for me is a little on the long side for some of my pockets, but in my jeans it fits okay. So it does have a nice fold over pocket clip as well, although it's not truly a deep carry. A little bit of the top will peek out. The pocket clip is nice, and it's also reversible as well. The Mini Dundee comes with a G10 handle, and it is a lightweight durable material made out of fiberglass and resin, and additionally it is very versatile and can be dyed other colors. So if you want to learn how to dye G10 yourself, you can check out my tutorial above. I will make note that light colored G10 will pick up colors from dark colored pants or jackets or anything, So if you have really dark washed jeans, you may actually notice some color transfer as well, but this can usually be removed with a bit of soap and water or even rubbing alcohol. The handle itself is very comfortable, with no immediate hot spots when I hold it, or I use it to cut open things like mail or Amazon boxes like a gremlin. But I wouldn't recommend this knife for anything heavy duty, like anything like bushcrafting. It's definitely not built for that. It definitely feels more like an everyday gentle ladies kind of knife. The handle material color also is interesting as well. The Mini Dundee comes in about 9 different colors and 2 blade finishes. I personally got the Tiffany blue one because I really wanted to create a nice teal jewel themed color EDC for my rainbow series. However, for those who may or may not be aware, there is actually something I do feel is important to mention here. The iconic color known as Tiffany blue is actually a trademarked color. Colors, just like logos, books, and other artistic things, can be trademarked and copyrighted, which gives the artist or company complete control over the color, and then that means you cannot specifically use said color. So think about it like Coca-Cola red, UPS brown, T-Mobile pink, and even, funny enough, wiffle ball yellow are also some examples of trademarked colors. Now, this does not mean that Best Tech Man has used that Pantone color specifically. In fact, when I compare the knife to a genuine Tiffany box, it's very different. There's a subtle difference in the color, but to me it's very different. But if anyone actually tried to use the Tiffany blue Pantone color known as 1837 blue, they would be in a ton of trouble. So let me get off my designer soapbox here, and all that aside, the term Tiffany blue is so widely used, I don't know if the company cares enough to file lawsuits for infringement, but I could be wrong. I am not a lawyer. Good God, please nobody sue me. So if you're curious and bored at 3 a.m. like I find myself often, feel free to read more about the color in the link in the description below. So, getting back to the knife, the price of the Mini Dundee is way more reasonable than anything you can find at a Tiffany store, lol, coming in at around $40 to $45. So let me highlight some of the features that I like and some things that I think could be improved upon. So first, I love the color. It is a beautiful shade of teal that is light but not too undersaturated. I've always gone through various obsessions of greens in my life. So I've had my lime green goth girl phase, my sage green witchy phase, and now I'm into my jewel tone, I may or may not have killed my rich husband phase. Just kidding. I've yet to reach my emerald queen of the kingdom phase, but the best is yet to come, right? So I love the look of the handle shape as well. It's very sleek and futuristic feeling without being obtuse. I also really love the jimping on this flipper tab on the spine of the blade as well. It's very grippy without feeling sharp or aggressive. So some of the things that I would possibly adapt is the balance of the visual weight of the pivot screw here. And I know this features the Best Tech Man logo, but goodness, that is big, like big. It's just too much visually for me, and I feel like it detracts from the overall look of it, especially since it looks like it's a bit misaligned on the handle itself. It's a little bit to the left. Also, this is me, back on my bullshit. I wish that they put some piece of metal here, on the other side of the pocket clip. It looks like something is missing if the space is not filled in. My overall takeaway of the Mini Dundee is that it is comfortable, reasonably priced, and it's a great looking knife for anyone's EDC. I do plan on getting this set finalized for this year with the addition of a pen, a hank, a fidget toy, a keychain, a flashlight, and a pouch. So follow my Instagram to see how this turns out. So that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Did you love this? Hate this? Or are you just chilling like a waffle, kindly holding syrup? As always, I try to end with something inspirational, something nice, because groceries are overpriced and we're all pretty sad about it. So my inspiration or cheat code for you today is that if you want to get your hard-boiled eggs to peel faster, add a teaspoon of baking soda into the water. Please subscribe or share my channel with your friends. I would appreciate it. Thank you everyone for taking the time and making it to the end. My self-esteem thanks you. The blade length comes... it's gonna happen. It's late. It's fine. My baby Banta is dirty. Yes. Shh. Don't tell anybody.